May 5th, 1930, 8:15 p.m. Take Hoke Hotel, Kelly Street. The air inside the Take Hoke Hotel was thick with the smell of cheroots and cheap liquor. Lan Madao Pho Tok sat with his inner circle, San Ba and Tun Tin. They were joined by Ong Ba, a rising tough guy from Tam Wai who sought Pho Tok's blessing. Ong Ba spoke with a restless fire in his eyes, expressing his desire to break the grip of Indian gangs over eastern Yangon. He boasted of young Burmese recruits ready to fight and even offered to take down the influential Mehdi Khan. Pho Tok, ever the strategist, remained calm. He cautioned the younger man, noting that Mehdi Khan was not just a common thug, but a man deeply entrenched in the city's economic and political fabric. To kill him would be to put a noose around one's own neck. Suddenly, the world tilted. The table shook violently, bottles shattered, and the walls groaned. Panic erupted as the floor rippled like water. "Earthquake! Get out!" a voice screamed from the street. As they scrambled out of the swaying building, they witnessed the raw power of nature. A building at the corner of Kelly Street collapsed with a deafening roar. People lay flat on the heaving ground, unable to stand. It was a moment of absolute terror that brought the city's underworld dealings to a temporary, trembling halt. As the tremors subsided, Pho Tok's first thought was of home, specifically Ma Tin Mya.
Pho Tok and San Ba raced through the debris-strewn streets toward Lan Madao. They found Ma Tin Mya safe, though shaken, standing before their home where a collapsed veranda was being cleared by Pho Tok's men. The relief was palpable, but the news the following morning was grim. The newspapers were dominated by two headlines: the British arrest of Mahatma Gandhi in India and the devastating earthquake that had killed 500 people and leveled a third of Pegu, including the Shwemadao Pagoda. 4 days later, a message arrived from U Wi Lartha's monastery. A meeting was called. Pho Tok's uncle, U Po Thin, grew suspicious of his nephew's frequent visits to the monk, questioning why Pho Tok was recruiting village youths for coolie work. Pho Tok remained tight-lipped, dodging his uncle's inquiries about the labor recruitment. He knew the stakes were too high for casual conversation. Arriving at the monastery, Pho Tok met District Officer U Chan Tun. The atmosphere was tense. The British official, Mr. Tyke Cooper, was absent this time, but the urgency had increased. U Chan Tun explained that the political climate had shifted. The Indian community believed the earthquake was a divine reaction to Gandhi's arrest, and tensions were boiling over. A massive dock strike was imminent, and the government needed Pho Tok's workers to step in immediately. U Chan Tun laid out the plan with cold precision. The strike was set to begin the next morning, May 10th. The Indian dock workers, orchestrated by political agitators, intended to paralyze the port. This was the opening Pho Tok had been waiting for. "You must have your men ready near this monastery by 6 a.m., U Chan Tun instructed. 10 lorries will be waiting. Staff from the stevedore department will guide them to the docks." The plan was for Pho Tok's Burmese recruits to step into the vacuum the moment the Indian coolies walked off the job at 8 a.m. This wasn't just about labor. It was a calculated move to reclaim the docks for the Burmese under the guise of breaking a strike. Pho Tok sighed, feeling the weight of the coming confrontation. He knew that replacing thousands of workers would not be a peaceful transition. It was an invitation to a riot. After leaving the monastery, Pho Tok drove to Sinodan Street to find his key organizer, Gandama Thong Yi. Gandama wasn't at his usual haunt. He was reportedly spending his time at a tenement house in Chinatown, visiting the girls who lived there.
Pho Tok headed toward the T-Row area, his mind focused on the logistics of the 2,000 men he needed to mobilize by nightfall.
Pho Tok found Gandama outside the tenement where Chai Hong and Ma Thong lived. After a brief, awkward exchange involving Gandama's growing affection for Ma Thong, a former hotel girl with a tragic past, Pho Tok cut to the chase. "Get in the car. It's time. We need all your men moved by this evening." Gandama was surprised by the suddenness, but assured Pho Tok that the recruits were ready. They had gathered a diverse force, rural youth seeking work, rickshaw pullers tired of earning mere pittance, and toughs from Kamayut and Insane. Gandama had organized them into small, inconspicuous groups of 20 to avoid drawing the attention of the authorities or rival gangs before the morning. They were the scab labor force that would change the face of the Yangon docks. As the sun set over the city, the wheels were in motion. 2,000 Burmese men were quietly converging on Uwi Lartha's monastery, hidden in the shadows of a city already reeling from an earthquake and political unrest. Pho Tok knew that by tomorrow morning, the streets of Yangon would run with more than just sweat. The battle for the docks was about to begin, and there was no turning back.